my name is Louise and it is the weekly haul again. So my channel is a haul every Saturday and I do a live every Sunday morning. And I over-explain everything. Let's get it out here at the beginning just so you know. I will be over-explaining, I will be talking a lot. I'm not just going to go straight through and do a haul and that's it. That's other channels if you want that, not this one. So if you do decide you enjoyed today's video, you want to see more, there's a subscribe button, there's a like button. If you want to click any of those, it was all good for the algorithm. Comment section. So today, £60 budget is for me and my adult son. This shop is just what I purchased for the week. It doesn't mean this is what we eat for the week. I do have a lot of fresh foods still left over from, I still have eggs from, I think bought them 3 weeks ago. You know, I will be making other meals just because some people think that this is it for the week. It's not. There's a lot of things to add to. I only purchase what I need to purchase, or what I remember to purchase, because if it doesn't go on the list, it doesn't happen. I was really wanting to get a watermelon because I haven't tried one for so many years, but apparently it didn't hit the list, so it don't get remembered. I just remembered it now. So yeah, I do have fresh things and everything, so this is just to add to it. I spent £53.16. Really thought I was going to remember this week. £53.16. So we're below budget again, which is good because I will be at some point doing an Aldi top-up haul. I've realised a lot of my stocks are going down, and I feel like with the way things are going in England, the budget, the taxes, all the bad stuff, and there's a few price hikes going on as well. I need to start stocking up a little bit. Why am I looking down there? Oh yeah, so yeah, I did manage to stock up. I got really lucky on the weekend. I just went to pick up some drinks for the weekend and found a load of the sides sauces that my son likes. Can't remember the one he liked, and they didn't have all of them, but they were like 61p, and I think they're normally £2. That's even cheaper than the Asda's own brand. So I did stock up on a load of sauces, so I won't have to purchase sauces for a while. I'm going to start picking, I've only got a couple of tins this week, but it was like an ongoing thought process as I was shopping. I am going to start purchasing more tins and things just to fill the cupboards up. Because if the price hikes happen, or you know, with the taxes going on, we're all going to be a little bit worse off this year, and apparently it's going to happen again in, was it autumn? They're going to have another one, we're going to have more increases. It's getting ridiculous. So I have been slack on a lot of my stock ups, so hopefully over the next few weeks I'll be on top of that and we'll start getting some stocks going, like the long life foods, you know, tins, dried pastas and things, you know. That's all I can think on the top of my head. So yes, I'm talking a lot. So £60, I told you what I spent. I'll give you prices as we go along. If you add it up, you'll get a different price because I always donate 3 items to the food bank. Now I did see a comment last week from somebody saying that, I'm not going to remember it exactly. I think it's possibly Aldi is starting to donate to the food bank, or free sanitary products. As that's not happening right now and I don't know anything about it in my local Asda, which is where I donate, I will keep an eye on that. But for now, I'm going to keep doing the sanitary products. But thank you for letting me know. I will definitely look into it a little bit more. And if they start doing it in mine, then we'll change it up. But thank you for letting me know. It's also appreciated when you put little comments in the comment section. It helps me out as well. So yeah, I put 3 sanitary products in the food bank already in the store, so they're not here. The shop was strange. I normally go to the fresh section first. They had a lot of completely empty sections, but it wasn't because they don't have it. They were in, I guess maybe something happened, the delivery got in late or something, because they're not usually doing that. When I get there, they're usually already filled up, but they were in the process. So they had all the carts out. There was a lot of things going on. You know, lots of people trying to get past the carts, and I started giving me a bit of anxiety, so I left that section and went back a bit later on. Hence, I didn't remember most of the things. I would have walked up and down the whole section, but I didn't do that. I just went to the couple of bits I knew I needed. But it was saying in the fresh meat section, which I didn't need. I've still got loads. I've got loads of chicken and all sorts of things in the freezer, turkey and stuff like that. But yeah, it made it a little bit harder for me because I'm used to just go up all the aisles and I just work that way. Not a big deal, you know, no empty spots in the shop, but that was actually in the process of happening, so it just threw me off slightly. So I feel like I would have remembered the watermelon that I forgot. Not sure if I would have, but you know, just little things like that happened. Yeah, let's go on with the haul. Right, fresh section. Not much here, like I said. I mean, I still got tomatoes from 2 weeks ago, and God, I can't even remember what's in there. I've got onions. I still got a few potatoes left, so I didn't need much. I did decide to get the 2 cucumbers this week. These are 89p each. I have started to realise that it doesn't quite get me to the next shop. I'm usually run out a day or 2 before, so you know, it just makes more sense. Make 2 of them. I make me a little solution up of me white wine vinegar and garlic salt, and I could just put 2 cucumbers in instead of 1, and then I won't have to go without it for a couple of days, because I do miss it. This pretty much goes on the majority of my meals, even meals you wouldn't think you would have it on. I do, because I just enjoy it so much. So I got 2 this week, 89p. I paid a little bit more for the potatoes. I wanted larger ones. These are a little bit too big, I have to say. If I was going to have a baked potato, I wouldn't normally have one that big. These are the more sizes, but it was like all the packets at least had one huge one in there. I don't know if there's like a principle to it or something, I don't know. So there was only 5 in here for £1.70. But then when I looked at, they do have a baking potato 4-pack, but the potatoes are not these size potatoes. They're not baking potatoes. Yeah, so I did pay a little bit more, because I'm going to cook all of these up and make them into baked potatoes, and then they'll sit in the fridge, and they'll do me for meals for the next few days. They last way longer than you think they're going to last, and the beauty of it is you can change it up if you change your mind. Well, because a lot of the time I do, cut them up, make them into chips or something instead. So yeah, that's why I got that one. We're not going in particular order today. I did buy my white wine vinegar again. I'd forgotten it last week, so I made a point of getting it. I didn't need to. I mean, I have had links sent to me, and at some point I'll get off my backside and get things sorted. I do need to get a larger quantity. £1.60 for this one. I do like the Aspel better than the Asda own one. I just feel like this is like a little bit sharper taste to it, and I enjoy it. So that's for my cucumbers. This goes to prove how I've not been paying attention to my stocks. Anytime I buy juice, I'm usually buying the one that I run out of. I've always said before, for the most part, I would have a red, you know, like a berry type one, and then an orangey one. So as I run out of one, I would replace it with something else in whichever way. The fact that I have 2 means that I have really been paying no attention, and I'm nearly out of the orange one that I had. I'd bought the orange and mango, I believe, before, so we got orange and pineapple to change it up, and I'm just still got a thing for the apple and strawberry. They're just so good. I'm still on it. Yeah, so, but they're both 99p. Now this was slightly more last time. I think it was £1.05, I think, something like that, but they're both 99p, so yeah, I would say these would last me a long time. Normally they do, but I've really been on drinking lots of juice at the moment, so they're not lasting as long as they would have before, but that's fine, because it's still going to last a while. I picked up 2 of the pot noodles. I think this was just after my thought process about keeping stocks up. They're 68p still, so I thought might as well go with a couple more. Pot noodles don't get in that often in this house, but it's nice to have them like just there for when you do want one. Like the 2 I bought last week haven't been touched still, and they probably won't for a little while. Yeah, but 68p is a really, really good price, so I picked up the Chinese chow mein and the sweet and sour. The sweet and sour is actually my favourite. I picked up a Bisto. Now, I think it was last week. Was it last week I bought the turkey one? 73p. They had loads last time, but this was literally the last one on the shelf, and I picked it up because I don't want to pay the Bisto prices of the beef one. It's like £3.90 or something. This is 73p. So I picked the last one up. It was really good. I had it on the weekend because I was did the live, and somebody else was having a roast, and it made me want a roast. So yeah, really, really enjoyed it. I think it's really nice, and it will go with the majority of the meals that I would want it for anyway. If they did have more, I would have got more of those. I shopped straight from work, and I knew I really fancied a sandwich. It's usually sandwich or toast that I have when I get home from work. It's just something I always crave, and I found this. This is the chicken and sweet corn. Now, I don't normally go for this type of sandwich fillers, but it was 85p. I don't know what it was before. This is 1 point, and then I can't quite see. It goes off the the label, but 85p is actually really good for this type of thing. I've already had a sandwich this morning, so it's been cracked open, and I'm probably gonna have one for my dinner tonight because that's just what I fancy. Yeah, that's the only reason I bought that. Cooked chicken, I've wanted it for a while. I did want to get the turkey, but they didn't have any in this size packet again. Now, oh, this is £2. I think it's 2.30 something. Let me just double check. Cooked meat, 2.30. Oh, 2.38. Haven't got my glasses as usual. The day's not brilliant. It's the 2nd of April. It would sort of taken us to the next shop. So technically, I think I would have eaten this by now, by then. There was a lot of them more on the 9th of April. I did notice a lot of dates aren't quite as good as they would have been. But that's sort of, I can get away with this one. So, yep, sandwiches again. I got a nacho cheese dip, £1.50. I've mentioned this one before. It's as good as the Doritos one, in my opinion. We all have different taste buds, but I think it's just as good, and it's a big saving because the Doritos one, I think, is nearly £3, isn't it, I think now? And that's for Corey's Doritos. It wasn't on his list this week, but I just picked it up anyway. These are still £1.34. I got just the cheesy one because they didn't have his favourite. Oh, it's a cheese pizza, is it? Something like that. It's the yellow packet, is his favourite. They haven't had them for a while, so I just went with this one again. Whilst it's reduced, sure really, anyway. Picked up 3 coffees because I said I normally have backups, but I have really been slacking and I didn't realise how much. I actually ran out of coffee, like completely. I was shocked, so I picked up 3. These were £1, they're now £1.08. So yeah, I'm thinking prices are going to start going up on a few things, so I should start getting my stocks even higher than what they would normally be. Just depends if I can get my brain in that mind frame, because it hasn't been recently as I've been running out. Got another peeled plum tomatoes again to sit in the cupboard. It'll be like a stock up thing, 47p. This one's really nice because it's slightly more expensive, but the juices in it are a lot thicker, which makes it a lot nicer. Again, I was thinking stock ups, baked beans and sausages, don't have any in the cupboard. This is really nice if you just want a quick meal, like it's stodgy and it's nice taste, it's quick, it's easy, 50p, bargain. Have been eating lots of tuna recently, hence 2 of them again, plus I need to get my stocks up anyway, 55p a can. And I've never had issues with this. Was it one bone and no scales? Yeah, really enjoyed it. So was it that? I can't even remember. It's been so long. I haven't had much. I've had these for years and I can't remember now, because so many years and I have had no issues hardly. Cherry Coke. Got 2. This is Corey's treat drink for the week. £2.49 each. And I got 2. I got 1 each for me and Corey. I was just, you know, it's just one of the aisles I go down. I was trying to debate if I needed eggs, but I think there's enough date on mine for this next week. These are down to 94p. They're £2. I can't tell exactly what it is. I feel like £2.30 something. They're over £2 for one of these. They're down to 94p. These are like a luxury biscuit. They're huge. You only get like 5, possibly 6. I have been trying to feel it, and I think there's 5 in a packet. So, you know, even if you sit, you're right. Anyone that pretends they have never sat and eaten a packet of biscuits, I'm not sure I believe you. But yeah, there's about 5 biscuits in here. But they're a thick cookie, and they got chocolate on the other side. But it's a texture thing. They are just so good. So I got 1 each, because if Corey decides he wants some, I don't want to share a packet. Think that whatever you want of that, I'm not going to justify myself to anybody. Yeah, that is the best price I think I've ever seen them at. The energy drinks, again, these have gone up as well. I think they were 42 for the longest time. They're up to 48p each now. Again, I still just got 6 to replace them. I don't even think he's drinking 6 anymore. I guess we'll get a stock going, and I don't know. Whatever, I don't know. I just picked up 6, 48p. These are the summer fruits ones, and normally he would take them to work because he doesn't have coffee, but I don't know. Maybe he doesn't need the energy, I don't know. Look, basic loaf of bread, 75p, just the one I went with. Couldn't be bothered to make a decision, so I just went with the one I know. He did ask for, my son asked for some chicken products, so I picked up the 4 quarter pounders. These are still on the £3 something deal. 3.28 for 4 quarter pounders, and these are really, really nice. I know there's a lot of people, I didn't realise, that don't like these, but it's got like a Rice Krispie sort of crunchy coating, and it's so crispy. I absolutely love them, and Corey does too, so at that price, bargain. And this, they've changed the packet. I have seen these for a while, but I didn't realise these are the chicken dippers that I normally bought, the 1.275 kilogram bag, and they're £5.50, which is an awesome price still, as it, you know, it's not increased or anything. But this used to be the black packet, so they changed it to red, which threw me a lot. But it is it, because it scanned through and it had the same name, even though I can't see the brand name on the packet. Could be just me, but I can't see it. But when I scanned it, it came up on the scanner with the same brand as well, so I know it's the one. Nacho nugs, cheesy nacho nugs. They weren't reduced, they're new. Corn, you know, I'm not a huge fan of meat. I do eat it, but I guess I'm just quite fussy when it comes to a lot of meat products. I do like a lot of veggie products. £1.74 just sounded good. Yeah, that's the only reason I got that, and the reason I got this is because it was cheap. There is 300 grams of fake meat chicken poppers, 82p. Those are so cheap. I'm assuming they're going to be fine. I enjoy most of these type things, so I don't have an issue with it. I got Corey's chips. He hasn't had these for a little while. £2.45 for 1.5 kilogram. These are really nice. They're like really thick, fluffy, but a very crunchy coating to them. They're just really good. I enjoy them, and I don't eat them that often, but yeah, £2.34. Wasn't sure if I gave you the price. £3.60 for the crisps. Again, I mention it every week. We still don't need them. I've got 2 completely full packets that are not even close to being open, but now we have 3. It's just what it is. I'm not even going to question myself on it. £3.60 for 24 bags of crisps. There's 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. Got a pepperoni pizza. They haven't had these for a while. Ooh, how much is it? £1.10. Still £1.10. Hasn't gone up in price. This is really nice. Yeah, I just really enjoy it when I do have it. And the toilet rolls, just double checking the price on that. £2.39. I don't know why, I just thought it might have been a different price, but it's not. It's still £2.39. We're starting to get low, and I was supposed to get stocks of that too. See, I'm really slacking with the stocks, aren't I? So yeah, I've got to try to remember to start buying more of them. I feel like I said that last time and I didn't. But yeah, just toilet rolls. So that's it, another haul done. I hope you enjoyed the prices and things. Yeah, live tomorrow morning, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. I will be doing a live. Pop in the chat if you fancy popping in. There is no set time I'm going to be there till. It seems to be between an hour and 2 hours is about it. It's sort of, it's time to go now. You know, it's my Sunday as well, so I've actually got things to do normally. So yeah, pop in if you want to. It's just a general chat about anything you fancy chatting about. Yeah, each week is different, but it's always enjoyable. I enjoy it anyway. I think a lot of people do, because they come into the chat every week. So yeah, if you want to pop along, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time, I will be there. Don't know where I'll be. I've been thinking this the past few weeks, like I have these sort of ideas of what I might be doing, but then I never know until the day, because every day changes, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm going to go now. So I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.